It all began with a train journey across Tamil Nadu. I was 16, traveling with my parents to Madurai for a cousin's wedding. Somewhere between Trichy and Dindigul, an elderly man in the next compartment overheard my father introducing himself and suddenly exclaimed, "Are you Ganesh's son from Kumbakonam?" To our surprise, the stranger turned out to be a distant relative, my father's third cousin who had moved away decades ago.
Pause here and answer the questions in exercise 2.3.a.
That brief encounter stayed with me forever. I began to wonder how many people around us are related to us in ways we'll never know. In a country like India, with its deep rooted traditions, sprawling families, and oral histories, so much of our identity is woven through generations. Yet, we often lose touch with it. Do you know the names of your great grandparents? Can you tell where your ancestors lived? Or what they did for a living? Most of us cannot. Our busy lives, modern cities, and fragmented families have slowly blurred the stories of those who came before us. My grandmother used to keep a wooden trunk filled with old black and white photographs. There were wedding portraits, sepia toned images of family gatherings, and one curious picture of a woman in a silk saree holding a child. "That's your great great grandmother," she told me once. She lived through the famine in the 1940s. I was fascinated, but I never asked her more. And when she passed away, those stories went with her.
Pause here and answer the questions in exercise 2.3.b.
Years later, while helping my father clear out our ancestral home in Kumbakonam, I found that same photograph. On the back was a name, Kamachi 1909. That small clue led me on a journey of discovery. Through temple records, old ration cards, and a conversation with the elderly relatives, I slowly pieced together a part of my family's history. I learned that Kamachi had helped organize women in a village during the Quit India movement. Wow, she was more than a photograph. She was a story worth remembering. Technology has made it easier than ever to reconnect with our roots. With digital archives and community forums, we can now access birth records, land documents, and even school admission registers from 100 years ago. Yet, nothing compares to the memories held in the minds of our elders. In a village in Kerala, I met a retired school teacher who had compiled his entire family history on paper scrolls. He told me, "We are who we are because of those who came before us. Forgetting them is like losing a part of yourself." So, here is my message. Ask questions, listen, write down what your grandparents say. Label your photographs, tell your children the stories you know. Because one day someone will want to know who you were, and your story deserves to be told. Life may be uncertain, but families are constant. In a world that moves fast, our roots keep us grounded. Let us not lose them.